some of the most committed and anointed people, you can go through some hell in your life and in your family where you're saying it shouldn't be like this. I've had enough of this. You know, it ain't worth, I done had enough. Have you ever been to the place where you had enough? He said enough. I had enough. It's enough, Lord. Take my life. Go ahead and take my life. I'm not better than my adversaries. I'm not better than my ancestors. Go ahead and take my life. He measured himself up to those that succeeded him. And he put himself in the wrong place. Beloved, depression would always get you when you measure yourself up to other folks. I wish I had a church right about now. I'm trying to set somebody free. I don't care. You may be trying to look at Bishop and say Bishop got it all together, and you measuring yourself up to Bishop, and when you miss the mark, the Bible says it's not popular. It's not a wise thing to compare yourself with other folks. He measured himself up, Brother Rush. He measured himself up with the greats that went before him. Say, I'm not even worthy. I can't meet the mark. He didn't understand that he wasn't trying to meet their mark. He was reaching the mark that God have called him. Somebody shout, dreamers live. You can't reach nobody else's mark, but you can reach your mark. I press for the mark, for the prize of the higher calling, which is in Christ Jesus. And so, no, I can't please everybody, but I can please God. I wish I had a church. I can't reach the mark. I had enough. Go ahead and take my life. It is Jonah that ran because he didn't want to preach. He didn't want to go to Nineveh. He ran from God. Jonah was angry. He said, no, I don't want to go to Nineveh. I want to go to Tarshish. Well, let me put it in your language. God was telling Jonah, go preach to some folks that don't like you. Go preach to some folks that's going to do you wrong. Go preach to some folks that's going to reject me, that's going to take my love and then throw it and walk right over it. Go preach to some folks that... Jonah was so in love with God, he said, these folks don't deserve your word. And so Jonah tried to run from God. But notice that Jonah was asleep while they was going through a storm. Depression has a way, y'all ain't talking to me in here, of putting you to sleep. When you ought to be woke, you sleep. Have you ever been in that place? I'll testify and be a witness to somebody. I've been in that place where I overslept. Not because I didn't hear the alarm. It's because I didn't want to get up to see what I had to face the next day. So I stayed in the bed. 6 days without a bath. I stayed in the bed depressed. I stayed in the bed sad. I stayed in the bed crying. I stayed in the bed. I don't want to see what I got to see tomorrow because I know it's still the same way. So I stay asleep. I lose food. I'll stay asleep because I had enough. Because I don't want to go where you're telling me to go. Because if I go, they're going to reject me. If I go, they're not going to hear my word. If I go, it's like preaching to a brick wall. And anytime you go, it feels like when somebody rejects you, they put you in a place where you feel like a little child. And so if I go, I don't want to feel like a little child when I'm a grown man. I'm a grown woman now. I don't want to have that feeling I had when my mama and my father forsake me. I don't want to have that feeling when my husband walked off on me. I don't want to have that feeling when my wife left me with the kid. I don't want to have that feeling. So I don't want to go.